Tell us something we don't know about Margaret Thatcher. Is that even possible?
I mean, I'll give you an example, actually, which illustrates the kind of person she was. She did have an immense sensitivity to people's personal circumstance. So if any member of her staff had any problem, then she would be very concerned for them. I remember one of her private secretaries was going through a very difficult sort of breakup of his relationship, and she said, "Oh no, what are you doing at Christmas? You must come to Chequers." I mean, I suspect there was nothing he wanted to do less than go to Chequers. But you know, and then when David Plunkett's dog died, I remember she spent a lot of time writing a personal note to him in sympathy, and so she had that side of her. She could be very, you know, she was the Iron Lady, she was the conviction politician, she was very tough, but she also had a very compassionate side to her, particularly for the people she knew and who worked for her.
She was the Iron Lady. Do you think it was easier to be an iron politician in the age before 24-hour news media, social media? Is it easy to have such conviction when you're not being sort of battered around with various attacks on a almost minute by minute basis?
She always felt that the press were bound not to be nice in what they wrote about her, so she had a policy of not reading it. And indeed, if she saw herself, I mean, she watched the news a lot, but if she came on, she'd turn it off. I mean, she just didn't want to know. And every morning we would meet to go through, you know, the morning meeting, and we were given a press summary by her press secretary, Bernard Ingham, and she read that, but Bernard, you know, obviously left out the bits which perhaps she didn't need to know or would have been upsetting for her. So I think you're right. I mean, I think today things are so different, 24-hour news, social media, Twitter, etc. But her general philosophy, which was, it's always, you know, it's not going to say anything nice about me, therefore better not to read it, actually is a very good philosophy, which, you know, I think you're quite sensible to apply today to Twitter.